Good morning, guys. I am here, Neeru Shadotra, lecturer in education. Now, I am dealing with class 12th, subject education, chapter 1st, curriculum. This is very interesting chapter. We have different types of curriculum as subject center curriculum, activity center curriculum, child center curriculum, experience center curriculum, basic education curriculum, life center curriculum, core curriculum, integrated curriculum. But in your syllabus, only 3 types like subject center curriculum, activity center curriculum, child or learner center curriculum. On the basis of nature of 3 types, we can be categorize these 3 types into 2 parts. That is traditional curriculum and modern curriculum. Subject center curriculum comes under the category of traditional curriculum, rest to activity center curriculum, and child center curriculum comes under the category of modern curriculum. Now, in this lecture, I will discuss about subject center curriculum. Look at the picture. This is the example of subject center curriculum where teacher is taking class and give the knowledge of subject to the students. Guys, listen and watch carefully this lecture. We had already discussed subject curriculum is also known as traditional curriculum. It revolves around subject. So subject is pivot in subject center curriculum. All things around the subjects. In this type of curriculum, knowledge is divided into different subjects. In this slide, you are seeing piles of books, math, physics, literature, etc. It shows that our subject center curriculum is divided into different subjects. तो काफ़ी सारी बुक्स नज़र आ रही हैं डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स की. तो ये यही शो कर रहा है कि हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट सेंटर करिकुलम है वो डिवाइड रहता है किसमें, डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स में. गाइस, ऑल ऑफ यू रिमेंबर योर own curriculum. The exact scope of each subject is clearly and strictly defined. In your curriculum, the 5 subject is fixed and the content of each subject is clearly and strictly defined. अब आप अपना ही आर्ट्स स्ट्रीम का करिकुलम देखो तो आपको उसमें 5 सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ने पड़ते हैं. वो 5 सब्जेक्ट जो हैं आपने पढ़ने ही पढ़ने हैं और उनमें कितना पढ़ना है ये सब पहले से ही फिक्स है. So in this way, in education, there are 10 chapters, fixed content of all chapters clearly and strictly defined. So, in your curriculum, do you have an authority to decide the content matter of subjects? क्या आपके पास authority है कि आप content matter जो है उसको decide कर सको? No. क्योंकि because the scheme of study is determined by higher authority. In this way, this type of curriculum, the teacher or textbook is more important than pupil. Teacher is important because teacher teaches the subjects or imparted the knowledge of subject. Textbook is also important because all content matter is written in textbook or both impart the knowledge to the students. it is based on theoretical aspect only, not based on practical aspect. The main objective of implementing the subject-centered curriculum is the development of intellectual abilities of the child. This curriculum ignores the other domains of learning, and the modern aim of education is all-round development. But it deals with only one aspect of the personality, that is intellectual development. तो इस करिकुलम में आप देखोगे कि सिर्फ इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट पे ही स्ट्रेस दिया जाता है, बाकी डोमेन जो हैं लर्निंग के वो बैडली इग्नोर होते हैं इस करिकुलम में. So guys, this was all about the meaning of subject-centered curriculum. Now we have completed in detail, so you can easily identify merits and demerits of subject-centered curriculum on the basis of meaning. Now we move towards the advantages, characteristics, importance, merits of subject curriculum. Guys, examiner ask any like importance, characteristics, advantages or merits, you all will be given these points which highlight on slide. First, define scope. So now I want to suggest to you all, please keep in mind your curriculum. So it is helpful to understand all points related to the merits of curriculum. First, that is define scope. The scope of subject-centered curriculum is clearly defined. In your curriculum, the subject matter of each subject is predetermined, defined and specific. Hence, both the teachers and students know their tasks. If subject matter of education is not fixed by 10 units, think student, it is possible for us to complete whole domain of education. So आप भी देखते हो कि आपका जो एजुकेशन सब्जेक्ट है उसमें 10 यूनिट्स फिक्स हैं. अगर उन 10 यूनिट को फिक्स ना कर आपको बोला जाए कि हाँ सारा एजुकेशन को पढ़ो, तो वो हमारे लिए पॉसिबल होगा नहीं. सो इन दिस वे फिक्स सब्जेक्ट मैटर, टीचर कैन ईजली टीच एंड स्टूडेंट कैन ईजली लर्न. नेक्स्ट, प्री डिटरमाइंड प्लेस एंड टाइम. इन सब्जेक्ट सेंटर्ड curriculum, each subject is given a predetermined place and is allotted a fixed amount of time. Guys, when you watch your curriculum, there is fixed amount is given to every subject. Next, authoritative content. While discussing, I had asked question, do you have authority to decide or change content matter of subject? No. We have no authority. So all are decided by higher authority. It provides updated and authority content within a subject area. So next one, systematic presentation. Concepts and facts of information are presented in a systematic manner. All are given in a systematic way. In this way, it helps in quick understanding. So observe the subject education. So, all are given in a systematic way. Next, subject-centered organization. Think about your curriculum. All programs of the school are organized around subject-centered techniques. It facilitates systematic teaching and effective learning, or it also helps the students to prepare their exams. तो सब कुछ जो है सिस्टमेटिक वे से सब्जेक्ट सेंटर करिकुलम में अगर हम देखें तो सब प्रोग्राम जो है स्कूल का वो ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाता है किसके अकॉर्डिंग, सब्जेक्ट्स के अकॉर्डिंग. Development of intellectual domains. Guys, we had already discussed in meaning. Subject center curriculum covers only one domain of learning, that is cognitive, and ignore affective and phonetic, but it helps in a development of intellectual abilities of the learner in the best possible manner. Next, support of textbooks. In meaning, we already discussed textbook is important in this curriculum. The use of textbooks in which the content material is logically arranged provides a big support. Minimizes wastage. Next point, it minimizes wastage on the part of teacher as well as student. Both know their task through well explained and confined subject matter. तो इसमें वेस्टेज भी कम होती है क्योंकि टीचर को भी अपना काम पता है और स्टूडेंट को भी पता है. स्टूडेंट get abundant knowledge in a concise manner. Next is facilitates examination. In previous point, I have also given example. Subject center curriculum facilitate examination and testing. Whole year teacher and student busy in academic work for the purpose to pass exam. We have completed merits of subject center curriculum, but coin has two sides. Same, it has also other aspect, that is disadvantages. Disadvantages, demerits, defects of subject centered or existing curriculum. So in your syllabus, defects of existing curriculum also given. So this part, that is the demerits of the subject center curriculum, cover two questions of your syllabus, that is the demerits of subject center curriculum, defects, flaws of existing curriculum. In meaning and merits, we had already discussed, it covers only one domain of learning, so it is narrowly conceived. First, demerit. The existing curriculum or subject center curriculum is narrowly conceived. Traditional subject matter of mere academic interest has restricted the curriculum. Only knowledge items are included. Other domains like appreciation, application, skill, extra are badly neglected. अब आप देखोगे ये हमारा करिकुलम बहुत ही लिमिटेड है, बहुत ही नैरोली कंसीव्ड है, क्योंकि इट इज़ ओनली रिलेटेड टू द नॉलेज ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स. अब ये ही सारे जो हैं पॉइंट्स हम डिस्कस करेंगे. ये एक तरह से सब्जेक्ट सेंटर के डिसएडवांटेजेस भी हैं और हमारा प्रेजेंट करिकुलम जो है वो भी ट्रेडिशनल टाइप करिकुलम है. तो ये सारे पॉइंट्स डिफेक्ट्स ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग करिकुलम को भी कवर करेंगे. सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज़ इट इज़ बुकिश एंड मैकेनिकल. द स्टूडेंट्स डू नॉट लर्न बियॉन्ड देयर प्रिस्क्राइब्ड बुक्स. इन मीनिंग वी आल्सो डिस्कस that is based on theoretical aspect rather than practical side. So that is highly bookish. Next one, that is uniform and rigid. There is uniformity and rigidity in curriculum. There is no provision for diversification of courses and activities like games, sports, hobbies are almost neglected. Heavy and overloaded. Our existing curriculum or subject center curriculum is heavy, overloaded, and overcrowded with so many subjects. Student in the school has to study number of subjects. While meaning and advantages, we have also pointed this curriculum facilitates examination. In this way, this curriculum is dominated by examination. The teacher and the student attend to the type of academic work needed for the purpose of examination. Fear of test and examination is one of the tortures to student. तो पूरा साल टीचर भी और स्टूडेंट भी, टीचर पढ़ाती है और स्टूडेंट पढ़ता है किस लिए? ताकि वो फाइनल एग्ज़ाम्स में अपीयर हो सके और फाइनल एग्ज़ाम्स को क्वालिफाई कर सके. नेक्स्ट, emphasizes on memory. This curriculum demands lot of memory work by the students. The students are required to memorize the subject matter. तो जितना भी सब्जेक्ट्स का कंटेंट मैटर रहता है वो बच्चों को सब याद करना पड़ता है. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस किसका है इस करिकुलम का, किस पर है? मेमोराइजेशन. एंड स्टूडेंट मग अप नॉलेज इन ऑर्डर टू पास एग्जामिनेशन. और इट इज़ वेरी कॉमन आफ्टर द एग्जामिनेशन दे आर क्वाइट ब्लैंक. और एग्ज़ाम्स के बाद अगर हम बच्चों से कुछ पूछें तो उनको मैक्सिमम कुछ पता ही नहीं होता. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आ गया एक्सक्लूजन ऑफ टेक्निकल एंड वोकेशनल सब्जेक्ट्स. आवर करिकुलम रिलेट्स टू द academic work and does not give due place to technical and vocational subjects. So in our existing curriculum or subject center curriculum there is a dearth of technical and vocational subjects. So our present curriculum is not in accordance with abilities, aptitudes, interests, needs and other individual differences of the student. So it is unpsychological. क्योंकि इस करिकुलम जो है उसमें स्टूडेंट को या चाइल्ड को इतनी इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं दी गई, ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस टीचर को है या कंटेंट मैटर को है. तो ये करिकुलम बच्चों की ज़रूरतों के अनुसार, उनके इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार, उनकी एबिलिटीज़ के अनुसार इतना पूरा या खरा नहीं उतरता. तो सो इट इज़ अनसाइकोलॉजी. दिस करिकुलम आल्सो निग्लेक्ट्स मॉरल इंस्ट्रक्शंस. लैक ऑफ मॉरल एजुकेशन रिजल्ट इन crisis of character and indiscipline among the student. तो नैतिक निर्देशन का इतना प्रोविज़न नहीं रहता इस करिकुलम में. तो इसी कारण जो है करैक्टर डेवलपमेंट, प्रॉपर करैक्टर डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो पाती बच्चों की और उनमें इनडिसिप्लिन भी देखा जाता है. Next, last point but not least, this is also unprogressive as it does not keep pace with recent scientific and technological advancement. तो हमारा जो प्रेजेंट करिकुलम या सब्जेक्ट सेंटर करिकुलम है वो सब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड है. तो it is not possible to keep pace with the recent updates or the scientific and technical advancement, so that we can say that it is unprogressive. So in the end I must to be mentioned there is a single track communication we have seen in subject center curriculum or existing curriculum. There is a very little scope for the interaction between the teacher and learner. So guys, this was all about subject center curriculum. Now it is a time for home assignment. So on the basis of the knowledge of subject center curriculum, you can easily write these two questions. First, discuss the meaning, merits and demerits of subject center curriculum. The second one, that is, what are the defects in the existing curriculum. Thank you guys.